Okay, so really quick, I wanted to do a video just so that we're clear on your avatar. This is the key component to making sure that you list everything that you want your client to be. So I took some notes and I wrote down some things and I'm going to share with you guys. So, discovering your avatar. Who is having a problem? What is your problem that your avatar is having? Always start with a niche group of people and then go broader. So whatever your niche is, so say it's short hair, but you can broaden that and it can be short hair relaxed, short hair natural, short hair color, broaden it so that you're, like for me, I'm known as the short hair guru because I do all entities of short hair, whether it's relaxed or natural. The only thing I don't do is extensions and so forth like that on short hair. But be very broadened with your verbiage and you write it down. And then from there, you're looking at the age bracket. What is your demographics? What's the age bracket? What type of hobbies or interests are they having? What their beliefs are, their desires are. And you can even go so far to even talk about the struggles that they may have so that we have things in common and we are able to help each other and communicate and love on each other. That's if you choose to. Because what I typically have learned is that we really attract people that are similar to us or like us. So your energy is going to attract somebody they may have. So I use me for example. I am a domestic violence survivor and I have clients that have been through domestic violence, not knowingly knowing that they have been, but that's how it turned out to be. So that's what I want you to understand. So if that makes sense, just make sure that you are being very detailed. And so let me finish the list. I think I might have it all. Let's see. And then also you can make sure what area you want, where they shop at, what type of restaurants they go to. Do they like to travel? I'm trying to think of all components. Do they like to work out? Do they like the movies? What are their interests? Do they like reading? Like all of those things, consumpt it up into one. Compose it all together so that you have a clear ideal client. That also be clear on someone that easily can afford your prices. They don't question your prices. They tip big. All of those entities, right? So that you are being very detailed about your client. So I want to make sure that you're very detailed about the client and take some time to really think about it, because sometimes as stylists, when we are in a crunch or we feel like we need more income, sometimes I'm going to take this client this time, or I'm going to do this. And I'm going to give you an example. I took a class on locks, coil locks and interlocking. Now I will do them if they're short hair clients, but I had a few that I started short, but then they changed their mind to grow it. I don't want to do all that. So they're no longer a fit for my clientele, because locks, when they get longer, to me is a lot of work. Now, if it's short like mine or the size I shaved off, maybe, but theirs wasn't. And so I referred them to a young lady that's in the salon with me, that's all she does is locks. And everybody locks are long. I'm probably the only person with the shortest amount of hair. So being clear on what you're going to do and what is a deal breaker, and making sure that if it's something that you know you're not going to do, make sure that you send those clients to somebody in the salon that you work at so that you can show them that you're cross marketing and they can do the same with you. So let me recap discovering your avatar. And that is knowing your demographic, the age bracket. Also knowing what type of profession do you want them to be? Do you want them to have a flexible schedule? Do you want them to be able to afford your prices easily and effortlessly? They tip big, easily and effortlessly. And this is something you're going to have to write down and read over and over again. What type of community do they live in? Where do they like to shop? For clothes, for groceries? Do they like the movies? Do they like to read? Do they work out? What income bracket do you want them to be at? So that all that plays a role. What type of vehicle are they driving? A luxury high-end vehicle or a luxury car, because a Jeep can be luxury. A Toyota can be luxury. So what bracket range do you really want that to be in? What hobbies do they have? The gender, male, female, or just female. And then that way you can really hone in on your ideal client, as they call it, avatar. Your ideal client. And of course, some of them going to have some similarities to you. Like, I shop in high-end stores, but I also shop at thrift stores, consignment stores, Target. But I'm a little bit of I like to shop smart, but there are sometimes I purchase things like, oh, I know nobody is going to have that, so I'm going to get that, and this may be $500. What type of shoe store? I love Freebirds. Freebirds, people pay money for their shoes. Freebird shoes. So you get my point. So I am so excited because I know that as long as we do the steps, we're going to get the clientele that we desire, the income that we desire, the time back that we desire. We're going to be able to do less people but make the same amount of money, or more money. Let me change that. Less people and make more money. We're going to be able to price the prices that we want, and the clients are going to pay it easily and effortlessly. They're going to tip easily and effortlessly. So I like to make sure that we are having a clear picture, so I repeated it again. But my spirit is telling me to repeat it again, because sometimes I think we got to hear it over and over again. So our ideal clientele, what does she look like? What does he look like? I am a short hair specialist. I am known as the short hair guru here in Dallas, Texas, in Chicago. Let me say that I am known as the short hair guru around the world and internationally. So that's how we're going to speak. Are they female or male or both? What's the age bracket? What's the demographics of their income? What kind of community do they live in? What type of profession do you want them to have? Do you want them to be an entrepreneur, a doctor, a lawyer, or all three? Where do they grocery shop at? Where do they shop at for clothes? Where do they buy shoes from if it's not in a department store? What kind of car are they driving? Do they work out? Do they read? Do they travel? So you get my point. So let's hone in and write these things out, because our notes is going to dictate how far we go with this, what we're going to receive. Because remember, what you think, what you speak, and what you write down, you will achieve. What you think and speak has to match. And then when you put it on paper, even if you don't look at it, you're going to receive it because you already placed it on paper. I challenge you, you can Google what Bible verse talks about us having prosperity and financial stability or freedom. And it's going to be a plethora of scriptures that pop up. And so I want you guys to be intentional, because we are all seasoned stylists that can spread words to the new generation, even more seasoned stylists, because oftentimes we feel like, oh, I've got this, I've done it. And as you know, it's things that you may have forgotten that worked for you when you first started building. When I first started building, I didn't even think about my ideal client because I was doing everything. Then I took some stuff out. Then I took some more stuff out. And then what I realized is I was doing more short hair than long hair, but I still had long hair clients because some of them grew their hair out. And so even if you have long hair clients, if you're still 80% short hair, 85% short hair, 90% short hair, you're still a short hair guru. If you are a person that specializes in long hair, you're a long hair guru. If you're a person that specializes in barbering cutting, you're a barber guru. You master what it is that you love to do. Now, I will say this. I am a short hair guru. I am 95% short hair. I have 5% long hair. I'm not going to turn them away because I can service them. I'm only not going to do the things that I know is going to throw my time off, where I can't get them in and out. And that's weaves, that's locks, pinups, extensions, braids. I'm not doing none of that. I send them to where they need to go. So I know you got value from this. I pray that you take heed to this. If you need to listen to this a couple of times, you can. But that's why I did 3 increments of repeating it, so that if something didn't register, that you was like, oh, it'll register the next time. Because it may be some, oh, dang, I ain't hear her say that, but okay, I'm hearing her now. So just utilize your time effectively, because 2025, it's going to be your next best move. You're going to get your dream income, your dream clients that are loyal. And that's another thing. Are they loyal clients? Do you want clients that come weekly or bi-weekly? So don't forget that. So let me recap that. Are you looking for clients that come weekly and bi-weekly, monthly, every 3 months, once a year? I want weekly or bi-weekly clients only, because I want my book to stay filled up. I want to know that I'm going to have them every single week, every 2 weeks. So that's what we're going to do. Continued success. I love y'all. I love, love, love y'all. And until the next video, come on, do it with me. Peace, love, and hair grease. Peace, love, and hair grease. I love y'all. Peace out. Bye.